Welcome to my page, human. The question is, should I sleeve or should I not sleeve? Because I have the sleevie jibbies.
Hey humans, let the first part of that be a warning to you that I am a little crazy. Just coming to you, making a video, because the question is, should I sleeve or should I not sleeve? So, basically, let me just tell you that I did not seek this surgery out. It wasn't something I went searching for. I went to the endocrinologist, and the endocrinologist suggested this to me. And I was like, I looked at her like, what? But I promised her that I would go to the seminar, in which I did. I went to the seminar, and I still was like, I don't know if this is for me. Brought all this stuff home, went over it with my husband. So I'm not 100% on board. However, I will say I am in the process. Even though I'm in the process, doesn't mean that I'm completely 100% on board. I did go to my primary care, and I was like, that was bad. 100% sure. And she was going to say that this was a bad idea and not to do it, and, gave me more diet tips. But she didn't. So I sat there and I said, okay. And I beat around the bush a little bit, and I told her what I was thinking, the endocrinologist said. And her eyes got all big. She said, that's wonderful. I think that'd be such a great idea. And I looked at her like, because I was thinking she was going to turn me down. And in a way, I was like waiting for her to turn me down. So that way I could forget about this nonsense. I wouldn't have to watch 1,000 videos on YouTube, which I have been watching, it's all. Her enthusiasm, I will say, really got me thinking, all right, this is something I really need to start thinking about and moving on with. So my insurance requires me to have 6 months of dietary stuff. So I thought, all right, well, if the insurance is going to cover all the dietary and all the stuff, I might as well go and learn some stuff. I might as well go along with the process. I have some health issues that are making this seem like this is the avenue I need to go. I have PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's basically messes with your hormones a lot. My hormones are very jacked up. As a matter of fact, at this moment, I'm going through some hormone issues, and I'm losing some of my hair. I've lost a lot of hair. I know you don't know me, so you don't know, but trust me, I am losing hair left and right, and of course that's a fear with the surgery. Will I be bald because I'm already losing hair? But anyway, I'm not letting that deter me. I'm just saying, okay, the next couple months, what I'm going to do is, I had a little plan. I'm going to get most of these requirements that they want done for the surgery. I'm just going to get them out of the way so that I can spend the rest of the time focusing on me. So I've done most of the upper GI, the x-rays, the ultrasound on your abdomen, the blood work. I already had the sleep study. Ooh, my hair. Yuck. See, I told you, coming out. The blood work I already had done. The sleep study, I already had done. I had the blood work done as well. I'm rambling because I'm still pulling all this hair out of my head. Just sitting here. Anyway, sorry. So I go next week. I have the cardiac evaluation, the psychiatrist evaluation, which is 3 hours long, by the way. Little frightened. Pretty sure I told everybody that, listen, my appointment was on Tuesday. If you don't hear from me, say Tuesday by 2 o'clock, start calling the mental hospitals, because they may have called on. But anyway, so I have all that set up for the following week. I've been to 1 dietary meeting. Still got 5 to go. So again, the surgery for me is like way down the road. I have plenty of time to back on out if I need to. If my sleevie jeevies don't go away, I can back out. So anyway, I am trying to wrap my head around all of this. Watching all of these videos, and just trying to wrap my head around it. I have other medical issues. I have high blood pressure, and I also have severe sleep apnea with severe oxygen desaturation. So basically, I like choke out all night. Like, seriously, like 90 times an hour. And, yeah, that's cute, right? And, so I'm dealing with that. I've always been on the chubby side. I will say that like in school, like I was not fat by any means. I was fat to the sticks that I went to school with, the stick figures, that is. And then, so I guess I just got used to hearing, I'm the fat girl, and I just grew into that role, and that's exactly what I became. So I got married in my early 20s. I had lost a bunch of weight. I've done phentermine, and I was on phentermine at that time. I lost a bunch of weight, and got really skinny, got married, got pregnant. I kept it off because once I get thin and I feel good, like there's no stopping me. But I got pregnant. I gained 94 pounds with my pregnancy, and I was heavy ever since. And then gained probably like 30 pounds over my normal fat girl self just from the pregnancy. And then in the last 7 years, I've gained another like 40 pounds. It's been very stressful. I'm a big walking ball of stress. So I'm not afraid to be a fat girl, but not this fat. I have no desire to be skinny at all. So that's not really, I don't know, just the older I got, the more I'm just like, I don't have a desire to be skinny. And in order for me to stay skinny, like I said that I was before, I had to go to the gym like 2 times, sometimes 3 times. I had to jog every day, and I wasn't eating food really, barely ever. So for me, it was very unobtainable. And I've always, having a little chub on me, I'm cool with it. And if anybody else has a problem with it, I really don't care at this point. I'm too old for this nonsense of caring what people think. So, there's some things that I do have fears about with having the surgery. And of course, one of them being, death. Yeah, death. Although I don't really fear death, I do fear my death for other people. I'm always thinking about other people, which is something I really gotta work on, y'all. Because that's one of the reasons why I'm a fatty. Because I am always worried about what other people, to make sure they're okay, and I'm not taking care of myself. I know that. Even with death, I think that I'm worried about them. But it's true, I am, and I have a 19-year-old son and a husband and a mom who I know that would rock their world if something like that happened to me. We've had a lot of death in our family this past 2 years. I actually had my big brother passed on Saturday, 2 Easters ago. 2 Easters ago. And then the very next day my father-in-law passed. So, and then there's more. That's just a small piece of the death that has, and the sickness that has touched my family. But anyway, regardless, it's just a touchy subject right now. Like, is this a good time is it putting burden on my family? And I know this is so stupid because I could die from sleep apnea. I just recently know of someone who passed from sleep apnea. She took pain medicine for pain she was having, and she choked out because the pain medicine had her knocked out, so she didn't choke and wake up. And so that in itself, it's in your head, man. I know I'm jacked up. That's why I'm here, to talk to other people who are just as equally jacked up as I. So if you're jacked up, get a hold of me. And then, of course, like, I have the fear of the hair loss I was telling you about. Hoping that I can get my hair fuller now. And, just to lose it again. But oh well. I'll deal with it. But there is one thing I am afraid of, and if I offend anybody, I don't mean to. Sally Mae, probably sitting here watching this video, probably kicked butt, lost herself 120 pounds, and she's sitting there with all this skin, and I'm about to tell you that I'm afraid of your skin. I'm afraid of that skin on me. I'm afraid of that saggy skin. It's just being real. It's just being truthful. When I was in my 20s and I had lost that weight, I didn't really have the skin problem. I could never get my stomach flat by any means, but it wasn't like saggy skin hanging there. And I'm afraid of saggy skin. I said it. So, however, if I have the surgery and I don't get the Sleevie jibbies, I'm not gonna let it deter me from having the surgery. I'm trying really hard to look at this as a medical necessity, because being skinny is not the motivator factor, but being healthy, being able to, there's things that I want to do. I want to parasail. I want to jog. I love jogging. I want to jog. So those are the things that I want to get to, and this time around it'll be even different because I'm older, and like I said, I'm not going to worry so much what other people, on the street think about me jogging. So if I'm my normal fat girl self size and I'm jogging down the road, you don't like what you're looking at, then by all means, please turn your head. You got a neck right here. See that? Look, show you how to do it. Bam, bam. So that's where I'm at. So I'm mentally prepared that in that sense. However, the other fears, like the complications of the surgery, I had my gallbladder removed a year ago and a month ago. And everybody said, "Oh, you're going to be right back to work after you have your gallbladder. That'll take a week, blah, blah." I was in a recliner for 6 weeks, if not longer. I think it was a little over 6 weeks, actually. Whatever they do in there, cutting the abdominal muscle or whatever it is, I don't know if they weren't sure either, if maybe like something like sutures inside split or whatever it was, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get up. I couldn't cough. It was a lot of pain. And like I said, that 6 months, I didn't start feeling like truly human again for a good 2 months, where I did not feel like human. I'm scared about that, y'all. I'm scared about that. I'm not afraid of the diet part of it at all. Believe it or not, big girl sitting here, I am not addicted to food like that. Like, I'm not a huge... I have to remind myself to eat a lot of times. Like, I have to remind myself to eat, and sometimes that makes me a really crappy dieter, because I just breakfast is not... It's right now I'm filming this. It's probably like 1:30. I haven't eaten anything all day. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't think about it like normal people. Anyway, that's something I'll have to work on. I realize that, especially if I don't want to lose my hair. I know that getting protein is really important. But anyway, I'm just reaching out just to say hey, and also to just wondering if anybody has anything new to bring to the table, as far as like, why shouldn't I do it? Got anything for me? Why shouldn't I do this? Also, anyone else who is considering even having the surgery, if you're at that point where you're like even considering having it, or even in the process of having it, yet you have that same mentality as me, as like, hey, I got this sleevey jeebies, I'm getting out of here at any point. I'd love to hear from you. Like, how are you dealing with constantly fighting? Like, because I see everybody else on their journey towards this, and they're so excited, and they're trying to get their insurance, and they're getting upset, and they're just so excited, and I'm not feeling excited. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. So you got the sleevey jeebies? Give me a shout out and let's talk about it. Let's see why we're feeling this way. Anyway, I hope you all have a blessed and great day. Thanks.
Should I sleep or should I not sleep?